good afternoon and welcome to this live video. We are here, as you can see, at the One UN House here, where we have members of the Cdc-Cop who have some concern to raise to the international body. And so very quickly, let us now move over to them and hear what they have to say. So, good afternoon, you are live. All right, so now let us cross over to the team and listen to them as they read their statement.
Thank you very much. We like to say thank you for coming today, this morning. The Cdc Council of Patriots present a petition statement to the President Coordinator of the United Nations in Liberia on addressing Mutoni, the Ugandan ambassador to this country. Remember, Uganda had a very brutal civil war between the Hutus and Tutsis. So many people died there. Our petition was very specific. Democracy in our country is dying. Continue human rights violations under the Black administration is becoming a point of contention. We live in a country where the police officers have killed more innocent citizens of malaria in the last 3 years. The Constitution has been violated 193 times. The court has been politically suppressed and reduced to an executive control agency called the Chief Justice of the country, according to the President, Mr. Chief Justice on live television. With absolutely no remorse, we have seen a country where the party chairman of the Unity Party has called for 200 youth of the Unity Party. That is tracing on our law, Article 76.5. to circumvent the Constitution in this country. It is 6 years. Letter 4. Another 6. The people see the necessity to do so. Thereafter, that particular individual terrorism. So for the Unity Party to talk about, the party chairman to talk about 200 years of being in power, no matter what happens, meaning they will break the elections, meaning they will kill people, and that is why the police under Governor Como have become very wicked and vicious. Just the other day, in one country, Bangladesh City, a man called Charles Colley was arrested for power theft, placed into police cell. In the morning, guess what? Charles Colley's dead body was found outside. Police arrested the man, kept him in custody in this goddamn mysterious way. More human beings continue to die under Governor Como. Governor Como has decided to shoot and kill this guy who is addicted to gambling. When you use intelligence phones from the national police to gamble, nobody in the country can gamble into the Governor Como. Governor Como is addicted. He's highly intoxicated with gambling. So you always want pressure to be in the country to kill more people to justify. And at the end of the day, the president has refused to act. So in our mind, in our concept, we believe. So when I thought of Bagagan listing, as a matter of fact, at the country of this country, because of the time has been destroyed. There's no more 3 branches of government in Liberia. There's no one branch. An imperial presidency controls by the skin about the military party. The executive is very vicious and aggressive, while we have a legislature that has been controlled and run by a regime puppet. So, Cdc-Cop is today to inform the United Nations. According to the Geneva chapter of the Human Rights Declaration, they say all citizens at all times will have the right to disagree with our government. Jobs should be given to people on the basis of competence that have been violated. Today, Senator Sandra Johnson, former senator of Bomi County, he said on live television, Unity Party officials were asking him to bend down low, meaning for him to do sudden math before he gets drunk. That's not a surprise to us. 15-year-old Leto Hassan was sodomizing this country by the assistant to the director at the NSA. But Peter Bondara, up to today, all of 3 men were witnessing one person. So, is Unity Party actually instituting a national raping and sodomizing competition? Sodomy is a crime under our law. It is a first-degree felony. So for the magistrate that they are looking older than whole party, and they can ask him for them to sodomize before they get dropped. Imagine about women in the world. Imagine about handsome, good-looking young men. All of these things, it has the ability of taking this country to war. Because you know what? One of the reasons why people went to Butu here in 1989, one of the reasons why war came into this country, when people feel that their right can no longer be respected in the society, that is the end of democracy. Because in democracy, people should have the opportunity to disagree. We live in a country where the court can pass a ruling and the executive can refuse. President Biden does not have respect for the constitution of this country. Liberia is becoming very dangerous. This country is heading to war. Our international partners should not sit and wait for this country to push international pandemonium before they come in. We said no. So that's why today we thought it was to come sooner. You know, normally they can say young people can cause trouble, we have violence. We are very peaceful. Submit our petition to the United Nations Resident Coordinator and told us, this petition is not for her. It is for the thousands and many of other Liberians who cannot come here today. It's not just limited. It's not limited to the Cdc-Cop. It is also for the Secretary General of the United Nations, Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who is in Geneva. She must communicate our people say Liberia is dying, democracy is dying in Liberia, and we need redress.
Okay, so very quickly, you spoke about a couple of national issues, and I want to know, since the ascendancy of the Unity Party government, the Cdc-Cop has been one of the civil rights groups that have been so vocal when it comes to addressing national issues. And one may say you have addressed this issue to international communities over the period of time, and there have been little or no action taken to address this concern you have spoken about over the period of time. So how sure are the Liberians who you talk about, who rights are tripping upon, who are feeling the pinch about the quote-unquote, bad governance of this country?
I'm a student of faith.
Okay.
Faith teaches us to keep believing, moving, hoping for the better. We continue to engage our international partners. You know what? During electionary periods, our international partners are visible. In elections, they can be issuing statements. But when it comes to governance, when the constitution has been bastardized, when the police continue to kill protesters, the innocent citizens, when there is a high level of increase in some level of government policy on supporting gayism and certain men in the country, these are people are silent. But you know what? The reason why we are here today with a hope and conviction, our international partner will listen, because it has reached the point that when the people say, look, Godre Como will no longer arrest you, because Godre Como is a convicted and ordained murderer who under the police have killed more innocent Liberians.
And one may say you just saying these things. No. Do you have evidence to them?
No. The evidence of Godre killing people in the Kidron massacre, that's an evidence. 3 Liberians were shot to death. Charles Foley in Banga, Bon Country. You know, our politics is different. We have always come to the politics on the basis of evidence and fact. Godre Como is a murderer. Godre Como, the police, have killed more innocent Liberians than Malawi in the last. So we are very optimistic. Our international partner will listening. You see, for us to say that international partner not listening, meaning we'll forget about the whole democracy and we start to support people who will now take guns and go to war. We don't want that. We don't want war. War is not a good thing. But President Biden's actions is like a dassicness. It's a seriousness to take actions against people who are undermining democracy, especially Godre Como. Godre Como is a danger to democracy, which should not be anywhere around government. president, I refuse because this man enjoys the comfort. He enjoys the killing. He enjoys the brutality and the mayhem of Godric Como. So that's why we believe in our man. Our government don't want war in the country. And because they don't want a point where people say we're not listening to them again, we will continue to persevere with the people engagement.
Okay, so Mr. Chairman, I know there are other issues you may like to talk on very quickly, but let us look at this issue. You made mention of the justice system, probably one way or the other being controlled by the executive. And just in recent time, just a few days ago, we saw the ruling that was being celebrated by many opposition figures involving the former finance minister. So how can you, justify or reconcile the issue of the court acquitting a former finance minister with one other person and also the executive controlling the justice system?
Let me say this for the record. And just go to all our viewers.
Okay.
Fine, why? Respecting and upholding the rule of law is not a favor for anyone. Respecting the rule of law is a constitutional and democratic mandate. And I'm bracket feelings. The government of Liberia and the Unity Party has absolutely no trophy to win in the equator of former Minister Samuel Ditwe. A case never existed. And the finance minister, it's a constitutional responsibility to disburse funds. The minister did that. So that whole smoke screen of thinking that particular ruling will be used to say no. When we say that the executive control the judiciary, yes, what we mean? We were in this country. The judiciary passed them a verdict. Under Article 66 of our law, the Constitution, the Constitutional Court or the Supreme Court passed down a verdict. It is to be enforced by the executive. The density of people for case